Hi everyone, welcome to the day 6 of 24 day series of Fabric. So today we are going to see transformations in Microsoft Fabric pipeline using the script method. So what we will be using today, we will be creating a script, SQL script to transform data from a lakehouse table, and then we will load it back using the script method it's only inside the warehouse as a clean table. So I have loaded a table. So I have loaded a file first in my lakehouse. So here this is the file, and I loaded it in the lakehouse as a table. So you can see there are some data issues here. Okay, there are some data issues which we can able to see here, like some duplicates are there. There are some nulls again, some inconsistencies in the column, etc. etc. So we will be transforming this sales customer raw table, and then we will be loading it back to the warehouse table, which we will create the structure first. So let's start. So again, so for that, I'll go to the SQL Analytics endpoint of the Lakehouse. I'll start a new SQL query. And first of all, let's here again, we will query our table. So the for querying our table will be select star from TBO dot. The table name is sales customer raw. So we are able to query our table, and we can see the issues here, such as inconsistent name casing, the extra spaces, again nulls in email and sales amount, and duplicate row. Okay. So the first step, what we are going to do here only in this skill script, we will be writing the scripts to transform the data using the select method. So let's clean the spaces from the text field and standardize the casing of countries and email. Okay. So what we will do, we will write select and we'll take customer ID, comma. We'll use the L trim, then R trim. So we'll trim it from the left and right side. The customer name as customer. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Then let's use lower, then L trim, then again R trim for the email. Okay. Because email should be in small cases. That's why. Then the country we will keep it as upper only because it is the country code. Here also we will remove the spaces from left and right. We will do L trim as well as R trim from the country. What's the spelling? Yeah, country. And this also we will keep it as country only. And sales amount will be like that itself as of now. And order date. Okay. From our DBO customer raw. Now we can see the spaces are removed So the difference here you can see, previously we were having some left spaces here, the extra spaces in the customer name. So we use the trim and we remove the spaces. So that removes any spaces here. Now we will remove the duplicates. Okay. So this is fine. We will keep it like this. Now let's remove the duplicate. So for removing duplicate, we will use the distinct command. DISTINCT, distinct. Then the same thing we will take from here. Okay. Let's run this. Now we can see so exact duplicate. So here in the customer ID, we can still see one more 101 is there. I it has lower. So I'll lower this value. Then we will use the select distinct. Yeah, now we can see the extra additional John Doe value is removed here. Now let's handle the missing values here. So we will fill missing values. If email is null, we will generate a placeholder email. And if sales amount is null, then we will replace it with 0. Okay. So, so just we will use this code only. And here what we have to do. So I will copy and paste this one here. And okay, so customer ID is there. So now here we will use for email, we can use Colis. And, let's write that here. Okay, I will write it. I will write here. So Colis, it will remove the null, replace the null with the given value. Colis. Then we need it lower. Then L string, then R string. And then we need the email we need here. And then we have to add comma because for Colis we have to provide a expression. So this expression will be like what we can give is mhm, let's write concat. So in the concat we can write lower, then can use replace and null trim, then R trim, then we have to use customer name. So the email will be from the customer names only. Then comma, we'll keep an empty code comma, then we can keep as example.com at the rate sample.com. Okay, and this we can write it as email. So what we are doing, we are removing the null using the colis from the email. So this is closing here, and this should close here. Okay, then this should close here. This should close here. This should close here. Okay, and this should close. This should close, I guess, here. This should close here. This should close here. This should close here. So I think I need to add. It will be extra. Think okay, that we will see if we have extra parenthesis. Then country is fine, and amount also we can do one thing. We can use colis, COALESCE, colis sales amount, comma 0. Okay, think here I have an extra. We will see that. No worries. Colis sales amount, then what we can do? Order date. So instead of using this, what we can do, we can use this one in this code, and we will name it as dedupe. Let's like name it as dedupe. Okay, so let's run. Yeah, I have some issue. Just a second, let me check. Let's use it like this. Okay, okay, fine. Now we replace the values as well. Uh, let's clean the customer name, and we'll do the formatting. So Fabric SQL, it doesn't have the init cap, but we can manually capitalize the first letter of each name using a string function. Okay, so till now here we are good. Let's do one thing. So what we will do here, only we will add some changes. So for the name part, so let's do one thing. For the name, let's write it like concat. First we will use upper, then you will use the left. So we will take the first character first. character of the name. Then we will trim it from both of the side. The customer name. And we will use the substring. And same again, we will trim it first. So that's how we can create some logic. And what we can do, we can capitalize it. So I'm taking from the second character and taking till the length of that customer name. Just because init cap is not there in Fabric, we can do it manually like this. Okay, so we handle this and others are fine. So I will run both. So we will see two customer name here. This is one and this is the another. So here we can see M capital Mary Jane, A capital Alice Cooper, and R capital Robert Smith. We are getting like this. So here we are seeing there is a thing like Alice Cooper. So here Mary Jane, the J is small in the second name, in like the last name. Hmm. So we can do one thing. We can handle that as well. So that will be a little big query here. So okay, let's do that. So here how we are doing, we are using the char index and we are taking the space, the first character, and then like that we are doing. So Alice space Cooper we are seeing perfectly here, and that's how it's working here. So now we have our complete working transformed SQL script, which we can use it and we can uh, load this particular. So here just an issue again. I can see uh, the duplicates here. Just I need to provide a character as distinct here. I'll use the distinct here. Let's run this. Fine. Now we are good. 101, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Now we are good. Okay. So now we have a clean working code, the clean working at skill script. So let's create our clean target table in the Fabric warehouse first. Then we will create pipeline and we will add this select query there, and using this select query we will load the data in this respective clean table in the warehouse. So let's go to the warehouse. So our warehouse is in the gold layer. As we discussed, we should keep our warehouse in the gold layer. So let me create the table first. So I'll create a tables, create table, and uh, I'll name it as dim customer underscore clean. Okay, and let me keep some rows here. Sorry, I columns here. So the column first will be customer ID and data type will be integer. Then I need customer name varchar. Then I would like to add the email here, same as varchar. Then I need the country, sales amount. Keep it as float or decimal we can keep. And we need order date as date. Okay. So this is the structure of our table. Let's run this. Now, if we can see our table is created here in the DBO schema, I'll just refresh this tables. And here we have the div customer clean. So now it's time to create our pipeline in Fabric folder. So let's go to the gold layer, and we can create a pipeline here. Let's create a pipeline. I'll name it as pipeline LH2 LH2 mart script method. So I'll create it at like this. Then here I will select the script activity. So here I have a script activity. Load LH2WH. Then in the settings, I need to select the connection. So here I will select my warehouse as my connection. My warehouse is warehouse gold. I'll write my code in the editor. So let's first take our code. So our code here is here. And this is our working code. So we will just copy this. We'll come to here, the code. So we have to write an insert into command. So we will write insert into, then our table name. So our warehouse name is WH underscore gold. So it's better to provide the whole schema and path where the table exists. Now we will write dim the table name. So dim customer underscore clean is our table name. Let's verify once. I forgot. Yeah, I'll copy this name. Same. Sorry. Okay. And now we can add uh, all our code in one CT. So with CTS, we will write our select statement here, which we have copied. Okay. So here, let's see. Now we have our column names. So customer ID is first. Then we have the customer name. Then we have the email. Then we have the country. Sales amount, order date. Okay. So we'll click on OK and then we'll validate it and let's run. So we can see the pipeline activity succeeded. And let's see our warehouse. We will query the table. So this is the table. Let's query this. So you can see clearly we use the script method and we have loaded a data in our table and it's working fine. So today we saw how we can use a pipeline script activity to transform the data and from the lakehouse and load it to the warehouse. This is the working code, which is this is the working transforms SQL query. So in our organization also in some of our projects we implemented this method. So as of now, this script is very few lines of code, few lines of query, but for the fact tables we were having some 4,000 lines of queries as well. Because of multiple joins and multiple transformations we have added there. So this is one of the most important method which we can use. And here we can, in it, with the help of merge statement, we can implement the SCD logic as well that we are going to see in our upcoming sessions. The SCD logics using the merge statement as well as the data flow method as well as the PySpark method. So uh, let's let's connect in other sessions and let's go ahead with those videos and yeah. So for today, I'll rest it today here at itself and let's connect again in the upcoming sessions. So thank you. Bye bye.